Okay.
Dave, Lenny to
Live from the Caterpillar Global Communications Center at Bradley University, this is BUTV News.
Good evening and welcome to BUTV News. I'm Jackie Myers.
And I'm Ethan McConkey. Let's take a look at the news. Bradley has received yet another high honor. This time, Bradley is being recognized for its student engagement. The inaugural Wall Street Journal-Times Higher Education College rankings were released last week. Bradley is ranked 8th in the nation for student engagement according to the rankings. The rankings released incorporated results from a survey of 100,000 college students across the nation. The survey asked students about their collaborations with professors, if they were pushed to think critically, and if they would recommend their school to others. With a 12-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio, Bradley is the top-ranked school in Illinois for student engagement and 4th in the Midwest.
Bradley's latest landmark was unveiled last month at the annual Founders Day ceremony. The Hardin Circle of Pride is a collection of flags just beyond the alumni quad. The project was donated from alumni and the collection of businesses in the area. The flags will be kept up year-round but will be changing based on events happening around campus, such as the St. Jude Up Till Dawn Marathon and Greek Week. The circle was dedicated to Bill and Marion Ho Hardin for their exemplary work for the university as alumni.
It may be Halloween season, but that may not be the explanation in the rise in clown sightings across the country and right here around home. It has become a phenomenon recently, showing up all over social media, the news, and even causing some schools to close for a day. Now, it may just be a prank to some of the people dressing up, but some clowns are taking the more serious route. Violent and threatening messages on social media are being investigated across the country. Just yesterday, Eureka College, which is 15 minutes from Bradley, canceled all classes in the evenings after a clown threat was made. On Twitter, an account named Illinois Clown has been tweeting his location around Illinois. Yesterday, he tweeted this message and picture about heading to Peoria. If you see a clown, you're advised to be careful and contact the Bradley Police Department to notify them. You can call them at 309-677-2000. Unless it is an emergency, then call 911.
Bradley University's own Sigma Kappa sorority has been named the top fundraising team of this year for the Walk to End Alzheimer's in Central Illinois. Every fall, members of the Sigma Kappa sorority participate in the Peoria Walk to End Alzheimer's in an effort to support their national philanthropy, the Alzheimer's Association. The Peoria Walk event that the girls participate in each year is the nation's largest event to help raise awareness and funds for Alzheimer's research. Last year, the sorority just fell short of their goal. This year, however, the team surpassed their goal of $12,000 by raising nearly $16,000 for the Alzheimer's research. Sigma Kappa has been working to help raise awareness and fundraising for the organization for over 60 years and have granted them more than $1 million in research and grants, working to fight the disease. The walk was held this past Sunday.
Travel through the Student Center today, you may have noticed some treats for sale. Bradley's chapter of Epsilon Sigma Alpha had held their fall benefit Cones for a Cure today in the Michael Student Center. For just $5, students were able to buy a bowl of ice cream with their choice of toppings. All proceeds are being donated to ESA's philanthropy, St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital.
Officer Sean Savage and the rest of the Bradley Police Department invite you to join them along with cops from the county and state at this Friday's Coffee with a Cop. All students, faculty, and staff are welcome to join the police Friday in the Michael Student Center from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. There will be free coffee, hot chocolate, donuts, and coffee cake for those in attendance. It is an open forum to interact with the men and women that serve both Bradley's community and Illinois as a whole. Students are also invited to use the BUPD's Vacant House Watch program this fall break. The program is set up by the police department to have your empty house monitored while students may be home for break. Contact the BUPD to set for your house up for the program.
Coming up, Sam brings us a look at the weather forecast.
And Angela brings us the latest and greatest in entertainment. Stay tuned.
Son, tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come, and tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
Welcome back to the BUTV News Studios. I'm Ethan McConkey along with Jackie Myers. You know, we've had some beautiful weather recently.
Yeah, I felt a little sprinkled today, but you know, it cleared up after all.
Yeah, it did, which was super nice, and it's definitely part of why Peoria's weather is so interesting in the first place. But if we go ahead and talk about how it's going to be over the next few days, it's going to be really nice as soon as we move past Thursday and Friday. So if you can get past that, you will be good. So let's go ahead and take a look at our radar for the week. You can see as far as today goes, there's just not that much happening at all. Like this morning, I was walking through the quad and kind of felt some raindrops on my head, and then it's like the most beautiful day ever now, which is awesome. If we go ahead and move over to our high pressure system, you can see that for the first time in as far back as I can remember, Peoria is going to have some rain and thunderstorm weather by that yellow dotted line. We are close to the edge of there, which is why we're only going to be experiencing that mainly on Thursday morning into Thursday afternoon, and then just a little bit throughout the day Friday. That high and low pressure system is near the mid to west side of the United States, but none of that is really going to affect us. And as of right now, we won't be experiencing any effects of Hurricane Matthew, although I do see that happening probably throughout the next week or so. If we navigate over to our 5-day forecast, It's going to be just a little hot like it was today on tomorrow, Thursday, with high of 82 and lows of 64. It's going to be just a little bit more cloudy when we get into Friday, highs in the mid-60s and lows in the mid-40s. And then once again, when you pass those days, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, basically as soon as the entire campus is gone for fall break, it's going to be beautiful. So if you're staying around on campus for this weather, then you're going to love it. Go outside, relax on the quad, and it's going to be beautiful. Highs in the mid to lower 70s and lows in the low 50s, and it's going to be great. So if we go ahead and pass it over to Angela, she's going to update you with all new in the world of entertainment.
Yes, a fist pump. Woo! Okay, so the official announcement for this year's halftime show at the Super Bowl has been set. After much speculation, the NFL and the artist confirmed the announcement last Thursday. Lady Gaga will be headlining the Super Bowl halftime show. Gaga's 5th album is set to come out on October 21st, plenty of time before the Super Bowl. The Pepsi Zero Sugar Super Bowl 51st halftime show will take place at NRG Stadium in Houston and will air on Fox on February 5th, 2017. Kim Kardashian West is understandably shaken after being a victim of an armed robbery in Paris early this week. Kardashian was in Paris when she was allegedly robbed at gunpoint by 2 men dressed as cops in her hotel room. Kardashian was physically unharmed but emotionally shaken up from the incident. Kardashian was robbed of around $10 million in jewelry, but now some people speculate the validity of Kardashian's report. There are many questions unanswered about the incident. Kardashian is back stateside now and has since been reunited with her husband, Kanye West. It's a bum to say, but we must bid Disneyland's Tower of Terror ride goodbye. The ride will be replaced by Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout in 2017. The announcement came this past Saturday at Comic-Con and has had mixed reviews about the closing of the Tower of Terror, including members of the audience that booed the announcer. The last chance for enthusiasts to ride the Tower of Terror will be until early next year. The Guardian of the Galaxy ride is expected to open in summer 2017. The new ride will feature visual and audio effects that tie into the movies along with the breathtaking freefall sensation, according to Disney's blog. Guests will also receive a randomized ride experience each time they ride Mission Breakout for endless amounts of fun.
Well, thank you, Angela. You know, I'm really excited for Lady Gaga, but I'm even more excited because I heard Taylor Swift's doing the pre-show for the Super Bowl.
I wanted Taylor Swift to do the halftime show.
I know.
That would be ideal.
Beggars can't be choosers, I guess.
Yep.
Up next, a special guest joins us here in the studio.
And BUTV checks out a local bite on Around Town.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Hey, it's Ava, and this is Tess from Vivo's Do-It-Yourselfie, where we recreate the hottest looks from today's biggest music videos.
After cleaning out our closet, we have a lot of clothes we don't wear anymore.
Like this old t-shirt.
It's not garbage, it's actually a brand new rug.
And to make it, all you need to do is cut, tie, and glue.
Cut the t-shirt into strips.
Tie the strips into knots.
And glue the knots to the bath mat. I love it. Give your garbage another life.
And recycle.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Oh! Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
The workshop Starting a Small Business in Illinois returns to the Peoria Next Innovation Center. All individuals are invited to learn about how to start a business in Illinois and the proper steps to legally register. The workshop will be held tomorrow, October 6th from 3 to 5:30 p.m. at the Peoria Next Innovation Center on 801 West Main Street. The program is free to the public.
Tonight we're joined by the Assistant Director of Student Services, Michael Kroll. Thanks for joining us, Michael.
Thank you.
All right, so starting off, as Assistant Director of Student Activities, what is it that you do?
So my main job is really working with our programming board, the Activities Council of Bradley University, but I also get to work with a lot of other cool programs on campus, our Late Night BU initiative, and any student organization that receives SABRC funding to see their program from the beginning to the end.
Okay. What are some good activities that students can take part in the future?
So there's a lot of cool student activities. This past semester we rolled out a new university calendar, so all of our student orgs are kind of putting everything on there for us. We also sent out the Hilltop Happenings that lists pretty much every event that Bradley has going on. But of course ACBU always has their calendars and magnets that are in everyone's room.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Also, what is ACBU?
So ACBU is the main programming board on campus. They do a lot of your traditional programs. They do your critical issues, your movies on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They do the big concert. They do comedians. They do homecoming. So really all of that fun out of class stuff that you get to go to.
Okay, awesome. How can students get involved with ACBU?
So the best way to get involved with ACBU is going to be through our recruitment nights. Typically we hire coordinators for the entire year. Elections are coming up for the student org in the next couple of weeks, and then we'll put out coordinator applications. But we're always welcoming general members into the organization, so general members can help plan events. They can see everything, do some marketing, do some graphic design, so tons of different ways.
Okay. When are those nights? What days are typically held?
So typically our general board meetings are on Monday night at 8 o'clock in meeting room 6 in the Student Center. We've kind of outgrown that room at this point, so we're still searching for a new location. But right now it's Mondays at 8.
Okay. So we've had some great concerts in the past few years. Ryan Lewis and Macklemore last year, Wiz Khalifa, The Fray. Can you give us any hints on who it's going to be this year?
So I can give you a little bit of a hint type teaser.
Okay.
So pretty much in the next 2 weeks, we're sending out a save the date type teaser. We've already got our spring concert picked, and you'll kind of find out who the artist is in January, but a save the date will be coming out in the next 2 weeks or so.
All right, and last real quick, what's the best part about being an ACBU?
I think the best part about being an ACBU and advising ACBU is getting to work with some incredible student leaders. There's not many people who get to stay on campus till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning working with students, but it's incredible to watch them plan an event from beginning to end and then see that smile at the end of a long night.
All right. Well, thank you, Michael. Back to you, Jackie.
Earlier this year in March, the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences announced a new program to provide outstanding students with the means and facilities to conduct summer research in the fields of their studies. Tomorrow night, October 6th, students are invited to join 3 students who were selected for their fellowship program. Senior Kendra Bao, Emily Walsh, and Andy Miller will present their fundings from the summer research projects, all of which specialized in their fields of study. If you're craving a good burger, we may have a spot for you. Aaron Morden has more in this week's Around Town.
I'm Aaron Morden. This week on Around Town, we're taking a dive at the Burger Barge. The Burger Barge is a local restaurant that specializes in crafting massive burgers and stunning sandwiches. This location is very unique for a number of different reasons. The first thing we noticed as we approached the restaurant was its location. The Burger Barge lies just off the riverfront and has a special dock that allows boats to pull into shore. Additionally, we discovered that one of the back walls opened up to reveal an outdoor seating area overlooking the Peoria skyline. The inside decor continued the nautical theme and had an appealing beach-like feel. We wanted to learn more about the restaurant, so we talked to bartending manager Dakota about the history of the Burger Barge.
Most definitely. We've been open for about 16 years. The Burger Barge actually started on a pontoon boat on the river, Gigi, the owner, she was inspired back when she worked in Hawaii. She actually worked out there for a little while, and she was bartending, doing her own little thing, started coming out here again, brought her whole family into the business. They've actually gotten to the point where her daughter Jen is actually the co-owner, and she actually manages all 3 locations with Gigi.
We walked around the restaurant and saw firsthand the spectacular view from the outdoor area. Though, of course, we had to try the food. So we ordered some burgers and dug in. Everything was delicious, and our meals were incredible. But one burger in particular caught our attention: the Kraken. The Kraken is one of the Burger Barge's most popular and talked about items on the menu. The sandwich combines all the delectable flavors of a traditional burger while replacing the buns with 2 grilled cheese sandwiches filled with bacon. Our producer ordered the Kraken, and as you can see, he enjoyed every bite.
I can promise you, if you're coming in here, I used to work at the hotels over here. If you come here from out of state, no matter where you're coming from, they tell you to come straight to us. And it's because, like I said, we are local flavor, local people. We are born and raised here. We love to inspire people to come out through here. Our food is just immaculate. Other people may not always agree, but I'll tell them that they're wrong, so that's totally fine with me.
For a great view and an even better burger, come check out the Burger Barge. For BUTV News, I'm Aaron Morden.
Sports is coming up next.
As fall rolls around, we near the end of some seasons. John Collin has more.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up?
Oh, we finally bought a place.
Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Was it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Na 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 na, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Yes, I am.
Move! Give it to him hard!
No. Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why stab me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how. Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
So I heard that the volleyball team won on Friday, or lost on Friday, but that set themselves up to win on Saturday.
Ethan, you are the master of lead-ins for the sports section, but that they did. The women's volleyball team had a decent outing last weekend as they played Southern Illinois and Evansville at the Renaissance Coliseum. Early in the first set, Bradley dug out a tipped hit, to which Haslag responded by splitting a block for a kill point Braves. Later in the set, Livide fought off a tip and gave Catherine Graff the opportunity to roll shot the ball to the end line. That one's too easy. Position over power was the story of Haslag's night as she placed the pill in an ideal spot for a much-needed kill. With SIU on the attack, Hierarchy made the dig look easy, followed by Cave putting a dent in the court with the laser of a hit right there. Unfortunately, the Braves would fall in 3 sets and give SIU its 12th victory. Turning the page to Saturday's matchup, Evansville was hot on the attack. Erin Olson went Mrazek as she dug out A hit that was blasted from Evansville.
Evansville looking to set
to
up
which
their
the
offense.
Purple
They get it
Aces
to Rodriguez.
tried to
diving
tip it
Olsen
back at
able
him.
to save it.
Although it was down ball, and the Purple Aces blasted it back again, but that one is out of play. Sorry, kiddos, you got to get it in the big square. Again, SIU after the serve, Haslag bounces it off the block, to which the point goes to the Braves. On the serving line again. It's set up for Kelsey Cave, and she puts it down on the floor. Kablamo, that's a point. So nonetheless, the Braves get the W from the game on Saturday, and a nice foam finger to come along with it. Where can I get one of those? Nonetheless, the Braves will match up against Wichita State and Missouri State next weekend. The women's golf team had a solid performance at the Missouri Valley Conference preview this Monday and Tuesday in a 14-team invitational. The Lady Braves took 6th place, with Taylor Ledwine taking 6th place in invitational standings as she closed out the outing with a 4/220. Frankie Saban also set a career best for herself as she posted a 73 on Monday. The Lady Braves will be back at it again at the tee next week for the Rocket Classic in Ohio. Speaking of golf, the men's team took it home at the Zach Johnson Invitational as they finished first out of 9 teams. Junior Zach Jewell had the low round of the day for Bradley on Tuesday with a 2/74. And overachiever Drake Bushlong won the Invitational title by a 3-stroke lead to bring back the medal. Q Queen and non-alcoholic champagne as festivities ensue. The men's team will close out the fall season at NIU next week. The Bradley hockey team had a monster series against Northwestern last weekend, and boy, did they show up. Despite giving up the first goal of the game, the Braves rebounded by scoring 7 consecutive goals. The very physical game appeared to take a toll on Bradley as defenseman Austin Dembski left the second period only to return in the third period and score a goal to add salt to Northwestern's wounds. Saturday's game was a more riveting performance as the Braves trailed 2-0 into the third period. However, defensemen Matt Dory and Cody Esposito lit the candle less than 30 seconds apart to tie the game up and force overtime and a shootout. In the shootout, Joe Norton lifted a shot over the stick side of a Northwestern goaltender for the Braves to bring home the W. Break out the brooms and the Zamboni. Braves sweep the series. They'll be back at home the weekend of the 21st and the 22nd of October if you want to go see some hard-hitting action.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
One of Bradley's chorale members shares an original song.
And we take a look at some upcoming events around Bradley.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
They said a bottle was just a bottle. That no one would ever notice me. But I knew I could be more. That one day, I would make people smile.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
This Thursday, October 6th, the Visual Voices lecture will feature Sophie Ansel, a London-based modern artist who will live locally for the next couple months while serving as Bradley's visiting artist. Ansel will speak tomorrow in the Horowitz Auditorium in the GCC at 5 p.m. Tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., the Orchesis Dance Company will be hosting a bake sale in the Michael Student Center with treats such as cupcakes, cookies, and brownies. All proceeds will benefit the dance company. Just a reminder, fall break is this weekend. There will be no classes until next Wednesday. Students can enjoy this recess from school as we approach the halfway point in the semester.
Well, that's it for BUTV News this week. I'm Jackie Myers.
I'm John Collins.
I am Sam Colmeyer.
I'm Angela Serrano.
And I'm Ethan McConkey. We leave you tonight with a performance from Aaron Roos. Have a great night.
Am I alone? Every moment I'm with you. All of my hopes pass away when I hear the sound in your voice. How did I get here when I've been here before? A part of me dies every time. Don't know if I can take any more.